I got the coding problem that was asked in 3rd of October 2024 Shift 1 in TCS NQT 2024 exam, which is hosted for 2025 batch. Yes, guys, one of the member from our Prime Coding community shared his online assessment experience and will discuss the problem. And the great part of those problem is the problem is asked from our sheet only. As I said, we'll let you know everything in this video, so stay till the end. Now, as you can see, the coding question that I in just front of you, which is very easy coding question both. So typically the first shift previously in April, that was the first shift having the most core question. One is around the DP problem and another is around the sub-array based problem. But here, as you can see, find the average and sum. It is based on array. There would be an array input given to you. You need to take out the average value and sum from that array. Okay. Find the number of palindromes in range m to n. M and are the integer. So find the number of palindromes. So you need to find a number of palindromes. Okay. So yes. See, the note is also been applied. First question may input. There was an input issue in the first question. It was not clear how to take input or what input to be taken. So as this candidate was not that active, but what I can tell you is, see, if input is look like this, 4 is the size and 1 2 3 4, then it is very easy and interpretable that I need to take the first line should take the length of the array and another line should take the array element. Is that fair? But in TCS NQT in the previous year, I found that they usually ask in this particular manner: 1 2 3 4. So if this is the case, you need to parse your numbers. Okay, the first would be the n and the 4 would be the size or element present in that array. Okay, so you need to parse it. So it may be this candidate got this situation or it may be this candidate got this situation. Okay, but if it is this, it is mostly easy to do. So it can be this situation, and when this types of question comes in this particular format, either they will give you in integer format or they will give you in string, so that it will be easy to parse. Okay, so I will update you if I got something on this particular input format in the comment box if possible. Great. So, and the next problem, as you can see, the find a number of palindrome in range m to n. M and n are the integer. Now you can see the fifth question of my sheet. I also listed find all palindrome numbers in the range a to b, where a is 100 and b is 150. You need to find the number of palindrome numbers, but here I am printing it. But in the exam, what you can do, you just need to return it using the length of this. Otherwise you can count how many things being calculated. I will let you know. I will just modify this particular code and you will end up having the answer of this particular code. Okay, bingo. So the question were very easy. Let's see where you can find the next possible question, because the question that you just now saw is from this video I covered recently. I uploaded 1 day ago. Crack TCS NQT must solve number problem, most important, which is number theory coding question. As you can see here, the second problem come directly from this sheet. As I told, 50% weightage it consists of. So guys, you need to watch this video if you want to ace your upcoming online assessment, because might be your next shift contains number theory question. Then definitely it consists of all pattern number theory question, which will definitely help you to prepare every pattern that exists in number theory. Okay, so massive success rate in the 1-to-1 mock session, because there we transform your interview opportunity into offer letter and make your parents proud, where there would be a 1 hour of in-depth technical session. Like you solve 2 problems in your OA and you are able to crack the aptitude section, and definitely you need to ace your interview as well, because if you are able to solve 2 problems, the prime role is waiting for you, but the interview won't be easy. So 1 hour in detail, previous year asked, and the situation being created in the prime, everything will be tested here. Your full interview simulation would be there of totally of 1 hour. Then resume review, where your resume is lagging and how you can improve it, which so that it can create impact in your interview as well. And personalized feedback depends totally on your 1 hour of mock session. Okay, whatever you performed, what was your weakness, how you can overcome it, what is the level of your communication skill, how you can improve it, what is the weakness in the subject, like which subject you are lagging in your coding skills, much more. And the guidance, support, mentorship, doubt solving, you will get into this particular mock session. Just need to head on to www.primecoding.in and you are done. Yes. So let's solve this question, because if you talk about this particular question, if I erase a bit, like find average and sum. Okay, so I guess this question would be very easy. You just need to take the input of the array. As till now I don't have clarity on the input, but in future if I got, I will definitely add up into the next shift answer solutions. Okay, so as this question right away I got, so I thought of putting in this video so that you will get an idea from where you can expect this question. As I told you, this could be the situation or this could be the situation will work for you. Okay, so for average it is very easy. You need to find the average. So total sum of the array element whatever present and the size of the array, just you will got the average, and finding sum is a very easy question. Okay, so if you talk about the palindrome, so what do you mean a palindrome? So 101 is a palindrome number, but how? Because if you read 101 from left to right, you can see it is 01001, and if you read from right to left, you can also see it is 101. So if you see on 121, see from left to right it is 121, from right to left it is 121. So bingo, it is a palindrome number. Okay, so how you can find it? See, there are multiple approach to solve this question. Either you can do is, firstly, the first thing is very clear. You need to find all the prime number existed in the given range. Okay, so for I equivalent to A to B plus 1, or what you can do is equivalent you can use. Okay, so B plus 1, so that it will be covered whole range. Then I need to create a function which will be is palindrome. Okay, something like that you need to create and pass your I into it. Okay, so if my is palindrome returns true, then what I can do, I can just increment my counter, and in the last I will return or print, because mostly in TCS we need to write the code from scratch. So we need to write print here. Okay, so this part is totally clear. You just need to write a for loop. Bingo. Now, how you can find or how you can check your number is palindrome? Okay, so let's say you have 101. So if you solve this particular number theory sheet, the very first question, if you're able to solve, then definitely you can easily solve this problem, because we need to reverse it and we need to check whether this digit is a palindrome or not. Okay, if you want to do in this way, you can use. Otherwise, what you can do, just pass it like, let's say I have a is palin function, passing the num into it. Okay, so what I can do, I can simply return as well, return str. I can just convert it into the string. Let me write a pseudo code. Okay, to string or anything. So to string num, and what you can do here is, if it is equivalent to reverse, like you can reverse, it's totally pseudo code. Okay, reverse to string num. Okay, which you can see. So if my current num, which is 101, and after reversing it and firstly converting my number into string, after that I am reversing it, because the reverse function won't work on the numeric data. So yes, 101, and if it is equivalent to, it will return the true. So either you can use this approach, but it may be didn't get any clarification that the stl function has been used there, but you can use this. Okay, there would be not and having a great issues in your exam. Now the task is to reverse a particular number. Let's say we have 101. I need to reverse it, so I need to fetch this value. How I can get this value? So if you know the feature of modulus by 10, what it will do, if you modulo by 10, you will end up having the remainder. So okay, so if you have 101 and if you modulo by 10, so 10 times 10 is 100, and you will end up having 1 as a result. So this will indirectly give you the tens value present, the value which is present on tens location, don't you think? Yes. Now what you need to do is, let's say you created a reversed num, okay, which is initialized as 0. Then what you did, you need to find this digit first. Okay, so you find this digit. How? The number that you currently have, number mod 10, so that you can get the last digit. Okay, firstly, let's say it is n, because you need to store it as well as an original. Okay, otherwise how you can compare in the last? So if you do this, you will end up having 1 into your hand. Now you created a reversed num variable. Okay, so what you need to do, I will write reverse num in a short form into 10 so that you can add new digit onto the tens location. Okay, so let's say whatever, okay, I will let you know the try run. Okay, so 1, and whatever digit you have, whatever digit that you got, you just need to do this, and see, you are done. You have started creating your whole reverse number in the reverse fashion, and you need to remove this as well, otherwise this will continuously moving. Okay, so what I will do, I will divide it by 10 so that I can get a decimal place. So yes, my now mod equivalent to mod not, it is a division that we need to use, division equivalent to 10, so that my last number would be removed. Everything has been dealt in integer, so decimal value will be totally removed. So yes, until when I need to do, until my num is greater than 0, I need to perform this task again. So end up having in the last is reversed num. How? Like firstly you had 101, you fetched out this one, and what you did in this particular line is 10.1 comes. Okay, so now as you're dealing in integer, it will become 10. Great. So now your reversed num is 1 because it has been first. Okay, because 0 into 10 is 0 plus 1 would become 1. Okay, so now you have 0 with you. Okay, how you can fetch it out? By using modulus operator, you will end up having 0 in the end. So 1 into 10 will give you 10 plus 0 will give you 10. See how beautifully we created a digit will starting from the reverse or from the right side. Is it? So yeah, now you have 1, so again point, so it will become 1. So 1 you came up with here, and in remainder you will end up having 1. So 10 plus 10 is 100 plus 1, so 100 plus the digit that you currently found plus 100, so it become 101. So the same number as you got it, and bingo, your task is totally done. For every number you call this function, if this function is true, you just increment the counter and return it. So as you can see, the CPP solution here, the CPP solution is the remainder one. Firstly, we'll see here. Okay, we'll take the input. Okay, so taking input in CPP is not a great task. Okay, so int a comma b you can do, and c in a, then c in a, then c in b. You can take the input of the given numbers that will come from the compiler, then call this function up. Okay, I call this function which will cover all the range from A to B where E is palindrome. If I found E is palindrome, I will push down into everything, as this code is related to finding all the possible numbers, but here we need to count it. So if this particular thing is true, then I need to maintain a counter and just increment it by 1. That's it. You don't need to consider it, then it will become an integer data type, and the last you just need to return the CNT. Okay, instead of palindrome, create CNT equivalent to 0, and you are done, and you're totally done, and you nothing to do. Okay, so yes, as here we are also iterating in the result, please do some specific changes. You just need to see out the particular result. Okay, particular result, and result would be int. So this is the few changes you need to do, and your code is done. Don't you think? Don't ask me the code, guys, because this code is very easy. I will highly recommend you to write this code by yourself. Great. So yes, if you talk about the solution in Java, similar cases, you take 2 inputs. Instead of list, you should create a simple integer result so that you can currently process it. Okay. And instead of putting into the list or something, you just need to create an integer CNT equivalent to 0, increment counter if it matches the condition or if it is true, and in the last just return CNT. And similarly applies to here. You keep on performing this task, storing the original num first, then reversed, and remainder, as you did everything into this. And in the last, if you found that your original is equivalent to reversed, it will let you know whether it's prime or not. Okay, so yes, very easy question. Now it's to discuss about the Python code. It looks very similar to all the approach that we discussed. Okay, so original, reverse num, and so on. So dev find palindromes a comma b, palindromes, then for num in range a b, same thing. Instead of the palindromes, you need to just write CNT equivalent to 0 and increment the CNT plus 1, and in the last just return CNT. Okay, so instead of printing this, you should print result. See what is the beauty of Python? You just need to change few things and you are totally good to go. So yes, this is the case of the Python code we discussed. So now if you want to refer the TCS NQT full series available on the internet on prime coding, I would say, And in Accenture, whole series has been created. You can just watch it. And the Capgemini, Cognizant, TCS NQT sheet, everything is there on Prime Coding. And hiring alert is also provided to you specifically, which is totally genuine. So please, if you are still watching, do subscribe this channel, like this video if you have not, share with your friends so your friend can also crack TCS NQT on campus opportunity. And we'll meet you with a new sets of coding question soon.